Good morning, Tracy Gary coming at you live from Shawnee, Kansas. Okay, so it's Wednesday. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I need to adjust this a little bit. Okay, I think we're better. Or maybe not. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you're tuning in, let me know. Where are you tuning in from? And let's see, let's ask a different type of question today. This is completely off the wall. Do you have a pet? If you have a pet, drop me what kind of pet it is. Tell me dog, cat, mouse, turtle. I don't know. There's all kinds of pets, right? Horses, miniature donkeys, pygmy goats, right? Isn't that the funniest on Facebook? Watching all those videos. Okay, so today I titled this, Do You Know Your Boogeyman? And I guess to be politically correct, I should have said boogie person, but right, it's one of those things. We've always called it a boogeyman our whole life. So what do I mean? Okay, so I guess I'll clarify. To me, the monster under your bed that keeps you from, or that makes you cover your head with the sheets, that keeps you from getting out of your bed, that's not what I mean. That's like the monster under the bed. That's a different type of fear. That's a fear that stops you from doing something. Like proactively stops you from doing something. When I say boogeyman, what I mean is something that stops you in your tracks. So when I think of boogeyman, I think of you're out in, you're walking, right? I'm trying to think back to childhood, but to make this a little more fun. But it has true meaning, so stick with me here. So when you're walking and you get that sense that there's something there, or you are in the house and you sense that there's something there, and so it kind of stops you in your tracks. That's what I mean by boogeyman. Here's why I'm asking that. I've been a little bit off kilter the last couple of weeks, and I was having a hard time figuring out why. I was trying to figure out what it was, because things had been going fantastically, right? I was excited. I was like making things happen. I actually had a lot of activity going on. My business was growing. Things were great. And I was motivated. And then I started finding it very difficult to take action. So even though I had my goals, and it used to be I would come home and I'd be all excited to write that blog, or to watch that training, or to do different things, to reach out to folks to talk about my business. And I got to where suddenly I was having a hard time moving forward. I was having a hard time taking action. And so I was trying to figure out what it was. And then it dawned on me, I figured it out. I had an experience where someone that I really respect gave me some unsolicited feedback that stopped me in my tracks. And the reason it stopped me in my tracks was because I suddenly had a fear that by moving forward toward my goals, toward my dreams, toward my vision, that I guess that I was maybe, by doing that, putting myself at risk for my corporate job. Now, the person in no way said that, but that was the conclusion that I made. And I'll be honest, what the person basically said is, you're putting out there that you're doing something else. And is that the message that you want to portray? Do you want people to think that you are more interested in something else than you are in your corporate job? And that was my boogeyman, because that stopped me in my tracks. And what it did, and I tell you guys this all the time, the mind is a powerful thing. And what it did is it planted that seed of doubt. It planted that seed of doubt that made me think, maybe I shouldn't pursue my dreams. Maybe I should go back and focus on 100% focus on my corporate role. And I have said time and time again, I appreciate my corporate job. I appreciate the company that I work for, and it has been very good to me. And I still am 100% with that job. But that seed of doubt got in there, and that is what was impacting me this week. And so the reason I wanted to talk about that is because now that I've figured it out, I'm like, okay, I've got to go back to the same things I'm telling you. I've got to stay focused on my goals. I've got to stay focused on why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because impacting people in a positive way is not a bad thing for anybody. Personal development for me is not a bad thing in any way. Me being happier is not a bad thing in any way. And so that's what I had to go back to help me get past this little blip, I'll call it. So the reason I think it's important is I wish I would have been a little bit more prepared. I wish I would have identified what would stop me in my tracks, because it probably wouldn't have taken me 2 weeks to figure it out. So for you, think about that. Think about what is it that would absolutely stop you in your tracks from going after your dreams, from taking action to get to your vision, to reach your goals. What is that? What is that thing? And that way you can kind of think about how would you overcome it and how important that would be for you. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. And I am curious if you know what your boogeyman is in terms of what I've been talking about here, or if you just want to tell us what your childhood boogeyman is. That might be kind of fun too. Mine, just so you know, I have family in western Kansas, and we used to go to a reunion every year in a park out there, and there was this building. And I used to have nightmares about a witch that lived in that building and that would chase us as kids to try to get us. I have no idea where that came from, but like it would stop me in my tracks because I would not go close to that building. And when we got too close to the building, I would stop because then I'd go the other way. So if you want to share what your childhood boogeyman was, that's great. If you know what your boogeyman is right now in terms of you trying to reach your goals, achieve your dreams, all of that, I'd be interested in that as well. So be bold. Be confident, have fun. If you got value out of this, let me know. If you are not getting notified when I go live and you would like to, click the button so that it will notify you. If you know someone else that would get value out of this, please share it with them. I would appreciate that as well. And have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.